What up, YouTube? This upcoming review was suggested by Dan1Marie3. I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry, but there it is. Anyways, so today's review is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Yeah, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I saw this maybe 2 years ago, maybe last year, I forget. It's not new. It's actually, well, it is new, but it's not new. Like, it's been out for a while now. I still don't have it, but I'm gonna get it. Yeah, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Basically, what it is about, it's about these two hillbilly dudes. They're really funny. It's kind of like a Cheech and Chong, Harold and Kumar sort of thing, where it's like two buddies who go out, But, yeah. But anyways, so by the way, I'm hoping this becomes like a running thing where they make more of these, because I could see these two people definitely I can see Tucker and Dale being like, like a film series, because that would be awesome. This one is called Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. It's about they go to this gas station, they see these teenagers, these teenagers, like five, I believe they're college students, horror movies, but, yeah, these 5 college students, I believe there's 5, I actually think there's more, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so they're going out in the woods like dumbass teenagers, and, they're swimming in a lake. They're skinny dipping in a lake, and then one of them's like all alone, of course, and she gets knocked out. So one of them, I forget which one, I believe it was, I can't remember which one's Tucker and which one's Dale. The fat one, the bigger one. But, yeah, so he goes out to save her, and they take her to their cabin where, they try to, cure her in a way. So, she wakes up in the morning, she has a headache, and she sees these 2 dudes who she thinks is trying to, like, hurt them, but the funny thing is that they're not trying to hurt them, they're not trying to hurt her, they're trying to help her. So, and then of course, her friends find out that she's missing, and one of them saw Tucker and Dale, like, grab her and take her to their cabin. So what they're thinking is that, right now they're probably torturing their friend, because, I mean, what else would you think? If you expect these 2 dudes who just took your friend and took it to the cabin? But, so yeah, the friends are like, they're outside of the cabin, like, kind of peeking, spying on them, and what they think is that they think these are like some crazy psychopaths who, like, murder people, but really these are like the nicest guys you'll ever hang out with. So it's a very ironic kind of movie. It's super, super funny. I don't know if I'm making this, like, super clear. It's kind of a long story. You just have to watch it for yourself. But, as for the death scenes in here, it's not much of a spoiler, but, the teenagers, they keep dying one by one in these ironic, hilarious ways. But yeah, so you just need to watch it. It's a great movie. It had me laughing out loud, like, almost throughout the whole thing. So yes, this is definitely a horror comedy, a dark comedy, as one would call it. So, let's see, some horror movies that come out that are considered dark comedies or black comedies, horror comedies, whatever, I like to think of them as a horror movie with some funny parts. I don't think of it as a flat-out comedy. This movie, however, I think of as a flat-out comedy with horror elements in it, so it's kind of like mixed up. But I view this more as like a comedy that is spoofing horror movies in a way. It is, I don't want to say low budget, but it's definitely an independent film that not a lot of people know about, so it's definitely like one of those in the horror community, but it's a comedy in my opinion. It's funny enough to make you almost laugh throughout the whole thing. It's hilarious, but yeah, these 2 dudes are hilarious, and I would love to see them play in another movie if possible, a film series. It would be so great to see them come back again. But yeah, so this movie is very over the top bloody in a funny kind of way. You'll see what I mean later, but towards the end of the movie, now I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I did lose touch with it towards the end. I thought maybe the ending was a little bit too weak, more of like a love story. But I mean, other than that, it's a great movie, and I really laughed my butt off. But yeah. Overall, I would probably give Tucker and Dale vs. Evil a 4 out of 5 star rating. Now, when I originally saw Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, I thought about giving it a 4.5 out of 5 star rating. Um, Now I'm thinking about giving it 4 out of 5 because when I think about it now, I don't think of it to be as funny as I thought it would. But you know how like when you're with a group of friends and you keep laughing at something that's not really funny, but you're laughing because your friends are laughing. It's kind of like that moment where at the time it's like the funniest movie ever, but like the next day you think about it and you're like, that was a pretty funny movie, but it wasn't as funny as I thought it was. So yeah, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. I highly suggest you guys to see this. Um, any horror fan, comedy fan, any movie fan in general, please go see and support this movie. It is great. It's an amazing film. It's hilarious. You will have a blast watching it. It's a really fun time. But anyways, guys, that is it for today's review. Thank you for whoever suggested this to me. Again, I can't remember your name, but I'm Jacob Palacio. Please leave a comment down below on what movie I should review next, and I will see you guys later.